Yo, 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 welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Look, man, I know I ain't been back here in a while. Um, been gone for a minute, but you know what? It ain't really been too much to go on, man. It ain't been too much to talk about. A lot of these people, man, they want to talk about the ACC and us leaving and the lawsuit. But I already told y'all, man, I really don't care about that. Like, wherever we gonna play, we gonna play. And I think real fans know that, man. Like, I'm tired of hearing about it. You know what I'm saying? I've been told y'all that. Tired of hearing about it. But hey, before we get started, man, hit the like button, subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel, man. I promise you I'm gonna have a lot of content for y'all, man. I said there ain't been much to talk about, but at the end of the day, I appreciate y'all, man. And if you could, please hit the like button. Leave comments, man. Let me know what you're thinking. Because like I said, I appreciate them all. But from what I was, getting into with what I've been hearing, the ACC, it's going to be a difficult battle to get up out of there, man. Like from what I've been hearing, it's going to be a difficult battle to get out. I don't think it's going to be as easy as what some people is thinking. I also think that the problems is going to lie with the money, the funds. I think that's how they're going to try to get us, in the long run. I think it's going to be too costly for us to leave unless one of those other conferences want to pay our way out, or we can work out some type of deal. But other than that, man, I'm not worrying about the AC, about what's going on with that and the lawsuits, because look, man, we going to be playing ball. That's all that matters to me, is what we do on the field. All that behind the scenes stuff, I really don't. I could care less if we in the ACC, we go to the Big Ten, or the SEC. It don't matter one way. As long as we got great coaching and we got Norvell at the helm and he doing what he need to do, I think we'll be fine. So with that being said, moving on, man. The reason why I came here, I got some things I do want to talk about. First and foremost, DJU, I do feel like now, he's a better quarterback than I feel Jordan Travis is, as far as arm talent. Now, will he come in and run the helm like that? I don't know. I really don't know. I do feel like he can be better. The upside to me is a lot greater than what we had with Travis, but it's going to remain to be seen. And like I said, that first game is going to tell it all. The weapons that we have, man, and that's another thing I'm going to get into, man. We got the weapons if they can stay healthy. And that right there, our receivers last year, and that's something I wanted to get into, and I'm jumping around, but our receivers last year was hurt dang near the whole year, man. From Keon Coleman to Johnny Wilson, Portier to the freshmen to Hakeem, everybody got hurt. So when you looking at that and you seeing that your receivers are going down at an alarming rate, it's something to do with the workout. And that's something, I don't know if Norvell knows this, but when you playing this caliber of talent, you know what I'm saying, and you playing at this elite level, you got to give these boys rest. Now, I don't know their schedule, and I should have looked that up, to see what Florida State football schedule was during practice weeks, during game weeks. But I do think that they go right back to practice after a big game. They be in there Sunday doing things. And in my opinion, man, every time we played on a Saturday, you got to have that Sunday off. Sunday off, Monday to go get, you know what I'm saying, taped up, go to the trainer, get everything looked at. Tuesday, light day. You know what I'm saying? Out there practice. Wednesday, and then also Monday will be like film study, all that type of stuff, getting your body back right, cold tub. Then Tuesday, you go out there and you work on everything. Wednesday, you can do, depending on where you're going to be at, you can do a, put the pads on. Thursday, pads on. Friday, pretty much walkthrough. You know what I'm saying? And actually Thursday, you do pads on, but you're doing it like, ain't nobody getting hit. It ain't nothing rough. You know what I'm saying? And Mondays also, you can go out there and run, stretch, get your body back right. But that Sunday, man, you need a rest. Now, I don't know if he's doing Mondays, they're off, you know what I'm saying? Which is cool too. But that Sunday, man, is big, because after that game, you be sore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you done did all this. Now you got to go out there and practice. And he probably trying to tell them, Hey, let's complete this. Let's do this. Let's show that we're trying to get better. Bro, you don't get better if you're not resting. Anybody who works out know that. You can't keep working a muscle out and expect it to do what it need to do. After you have a big game, you went all out 110%. There's no way in heck y'all should be waking up the next morning going to practice. And in my opinion, I think that that's why we having so many injuries. And if anything, somebody need to tell Mike to look at that schedule. You know what I'm saying? Look at his practice schedule and see if something is not lining up right. Because to go right back at it to practice on Sunday after a big game is crazy. And I feel like that's why we had a lot of people injured. And if you look around the board, I'm talking about from the O-line, D-line, receivers, we probably was the most injured team in college sports. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's something that we need to look at, man. We need to really, really, really look at that. We need to really, really try to see what we can do to hold back these injuries. You know what I'm saying? Because them kids want to play. They not slacking or, saying, hey, well, this and that. We know what the goal is, but you still got to give them that rest, man, during that week. Rest is the most important thing. Mental reps and rest, because you're going through all of this tour duty stuff. You're doing all this hitting weeks in. Like, if you don't know how to tackle right now, then, that's when you need to be doing your most strenuous things is before the season. Then during the season, maybe on a Wednesday, y'all go hard with the pads. You know what I'm saying? And you get them in there so that they're learning how to hit, and they're not learning, but they're practicing on their wrapping up and all that good stuff. But man, the body needs rest. The body needs rest, and I can't stress that enough, man. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like that's why we stay injured. Also, that being said, so that, I wanted to talk about that because that's the one thing that's going to be the driving factor this year is who's going to step up and be the big dog. Will it be Portier? Will it be Hakeem? And we going to need them dudes. If you looked at it last year, all our big wigs that we had out there at receiver was hurt during the middle of the season. So, and not even them, even the practice players. You know what I'm saying? Destin Hill, all these players was hurt. So I do think that we got to do that. So another thing I was going to get on, man, is, hey, the haters, not the Gators, but the haters down there in Miami, man, they've been talking big because they feel like, hey, they got a lot of momentum going in. But I'm going to tell y'all this. I think they're going to lose their first game. And I know what I said about the Gators before. The Gators, the last part of their season is their roughest. I think that the Gators can be 5-0 when they're going into Tennessee. But that first game against Miami, I think that that's going to overwhelm Miami. In the swamp, I do feel like that game is going to overwhelm them. I do feel like Billy is going to get that win. Mark my words. I think Billy and them Gators in the swamp is going to defeat them. And then it's going to get to that game 5. I think that week 5 for them, they play Tennessee, and that'll be a big game for them. But I do feel like the Gators will have their momentum coming into that game at 5-0. Yes, I do think they're going to beat Texas A&M, and I think their third game because Texas A&M, they lost their coach. A lot of players left. So, look, don't sleep on the Gators because they could get a great momentum, and they got a great quarterback. That quarterback come back healthy, man. And the Gators can I know they lost their running game and they lost some things, but don't sleep on them. And their recruiting classes haven't been bad. So the Gators, we've been trying to say, hey, this is this for Billy. Billy knows that this is his year to do something. So there ain't no way he gonna let them Sugar Canes come into the swamp first game of the season and beat them. I don't see it happening. And I think with that, I feel like that's going to bring Miami's morale down just a tad because once they lose that game, their schedule is easy. I think that they'll be able to bounce back because their schedule just so easy. So they still going to play us tough. Miami is going to be a decent team this year as well. But the Gators, they last 5 games is terribly hard with Texas and Bama and Georgia and all. I think they play LSU. Like, they got a rough. Oh, I know there's Ole Miss in there. Then they also got us the last game of the season. So they got a rough go in the last part of their season. But I do feel like they will be 5-0 going into Tennessee. And they probably can still get Tennessee. And you never know. Momentum is a thing, man. I try to tell people momentum is big. So if you can go into your season 6-0, you going into a hard game thinking, man, we can do this. And all you need is a little bit of that mental toughness and a nice game plan and scheme and enough hyped upness to go out there and thump somebody. I'm telling you. And they got the talent to do it. So that's what I wanted to tell you about the Gators. Like I said, I think Miami's still they got an easy schedule, so they're not going to be bad this coming up season. But I do feel like with us having DJU, with us having a whole new ball game, like even from our leaders on the team, you know what I'm saying? Dent is gone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these, now we need new leaders to step up for Florida State. And with that being said, these new leaders gotta go into that Georgia Tech game, man. When we go play them in Ireland, we gotta be ready because that Georgia Tech is not gonna be bad. If you look at the transfers that they got over there to them, they got some decent transfers. If you look at their team, what they had last year, those boys coming back pretty much. They gonna go over there trying to do something. That's not gonna be an easy game. I know y'all gonna try to ram me and say, we're gonna beat Georgia. No, we not just gonna go in there and run over them guys. If we do, good for us. I want us to. But I'm telling you right now, I think that the Georgia Tech game is going to be a nail biter. And it ain't going to be easy. We could probably pull away in the third quarter just because we got more talent. You know what I'm saying? I think our depth is going to be good. We need to see what our linebackers going to do. If our linebackers shine like I think we can shine, we should be fine. D-line, we should be fine. But I'm just telling y'all, the offense, I feel like our offense is going to struggle just a little bit. And, you know, we're going to be still trying to get the kinks out. So don't sleep on that game, man. It might be a lot of defense going on. And our defense, luckily, we do got a little depth. So hopefully our defense can control that game enough to where our offense finally get their niche and we roll on. And after that game, I think then we get into a little bit of little easy, you know what I'm saying? Games that we can kind of smooth into and then get some things put together because we got a brand new quarterback, bro. And y'all, I'm telling you, y'all don't know the importance of having a second-year guy. Now, with Travis, we had a fourth-year guy, third year, whatever it was, guy. You know what I'm saying? So he was able to understand exactly what was going on. DJU is still going to be looking around trying to figure out what's going on, and that ain't good. So, listen, man, I love y'all, man. I'm sorry, like I said, man. Listen, man, I really appreciate y'all, man. I'm sorry I ain't been here. It ain't been a lot to talk about, but I'm going to try to find something to talk about with y'all. I just don't want to come on here rambling, you know what I'm saying, and not talking about too much of nothing. I've been seeing the blogs, all this about the ACC, people going over film review. I don't care about what they did. Like, I need to know what they're going to do this year for us. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You can see traits and things like that right there. But, you know, I think what I'm going to do is in the next videos, and y'all comment down below, man, I'm going to try to give y'all my wins, losses for this year, which I think I've already had, but now I'm going to get them definite for y'all, and not just Florida State, but other teams, man. So once again, I appreciate y'all, man. I really do, man. And as always, go Noles. Go Noles.